My name is Joseph Sium. I go by Joe Sium. I am CEO and founder of PhantomALERT. PhantomALERT is a navigation app akin to Waze. It's a user-generated or crowdsourced alert system for drivers and other people that gives you crowdsourced alert regarding location of speed traps, red light cameras, speed cameras, dangerous intersections, accident areas, and also gives you alerts of flooded roads whenever you have a hurricane, fire on the road. For example, in California, when you have fire, it will tell you where all the hot spots are so you can avoid roads that have fire, and tornado alerts, and also provide live DOT traffic camera view on a smartphone. Yes, so PhantomALERT has been in existence since I believe 2008, and I think we launched our Android and iOS app 2010, 2011. So we've been in the App Store for over a decade, and we've had millions of downloads and also generated some revenue. And we also service the personal navigation device product owners like Garmin or TomTom or Magellan personal navigation device users. Also license the PhantomALERT data regarding speed traps, red light cameras, all these other points of interest. And we also have a licensing deal with Magellan, and we've been, making a good living helping drivers drive safe, alert, and ticket-free. Yeah, so like I said, PhantomALERT is a user-generated crowdsourced application where people report what they see on the roads and share so that they drive safe, alert, and ticket-free. So when COVID hit, we kind of realized, wait a minute, everybody is trying to find where all these COVID patients are. They want to track COVID. So we realized that's what we've been doing for the past 10 years, tracking location-based information. So people can tell us what they see, how they feel, based on their location, and they submit that information and share with others. So we realized we could easily retool PhantomALERT to track COVID symptomatic patients, hotspots, and share information through our app. It would just be an easy update. So PhantomALERT team looked at each other and they said, there's a global call to action to fight the pandemic. Everybody's saying there needs to be a private-public partnership. The government is calling on tech companies to come up with an innovative solution to fight the pandemic. And we have a crowdsourcing application where millions of people can download PhantomALERT and tell us where they are, how they feel, and if they need help. And based on that, we can see where COVID is, how far it's spreading, where are the hotspots, where people are claiming that they have the symptoms. And we can share that with the CDC, WHO, government agencies, vaccine makers, COVID test kit makers, and so on. And also, people could look at their map and say, wow, there's a lot of COVID reports around me. I'm going to take this seriously, and it would raise awareness. So overnight, we decided this is our calling. We need to step up and help fight the pandemic. So within days, we revamped the PhantomALERT app to be COVID-19 mapping, tracking, hotspot reporting, and information gathering application, and we submitted the app to the App Store. To our surprise, the app was reviewed and rejected. We didn't understand why. So then we got a call from Apple app review team, and we asked them, why are you banning us? This is a great idea. We've been in the App Store collecting user-generated data for years. We've had no issues. We're in good standing. We haven't violated your terms of services. Or now, pandemic is here, and we're retooling our app, updating it to help fight the pandemic. And they said, yes, it's a good idea. User-generated data could save lives. But unfortunately, Apple told us that they have come up with a new guideline saying to fight misinformation and disinformation, that they have come up with a new guideline where such COVID-19 apps could only be developed by a certain select group of entities. So what kind of entities? Well, you have to be a doctor, a virologist, a epidemiologist, a university, a hospital, a government agency, a health-focused NGO. Everybody except app developers. We're like scratching our head and saying, like, we're not trying to cure COVID. We're just trying to gather data or display data relating to COVID on our app and show it to the public. They said, like, yeah, it's a great idea, but if you want to launch it, you have to partner up with these other entities and it has to be submitted under their name. Which didn't make sense. We already have an app. We already have a corporation. We're saying, why do we need to partner up with a doctor or a virologist to build an app? We've already built the app. Why does it have to be in their name? We're the app developers. The App Store was built by app developers, not by doctors, not by virologists, not by hospitals. App developers. And we are app developers. How are you rejecting app developers for creating innovative apps to fight the pandemic? They wouldn't budge. They said, Apple has made a business decision. We're not going to allow you to launch your app. Then we said, okay, fine. We'll go build our Android app. So we rebuilt the Android app and we submitted the PhantomALERT COVID-19 Android app into the Google Play Store, and it was allowed. So we made TV commercials based on that, and we started saying, like, hey, anybody out there, if you're looking for a COVID-19 tracking app, they have the solution. BigTech, they're not doing it. We have first mover advantage. We have a working platform. We could license the data. We could license the app. Come partner up with us or let us do it. Right after Apple banning PhantomALERT, a few days later, to our surprise, Apple launched their own COVID-19 app that is similar to what we had proposed to do. We were like shocked. We tried to do the same thing, you banned us. And then Apple comes up with their own COVID-19 app. So unfair, so anti-competitive. So the reason they banned us is because they had their own product. They had their own pipeline. So they didn't want us to compete with them. Is that what happened? So we were frustrated, but we didn't give up. So we still had our Android app. So we started making proposals, TV commercials, trying to get people to onboard or download the Android app. And here again, surprisingly, even Google banned our app.